Rizz smacking y'all with the Yah-Mean of the day. We got to start grasping the art of listening. We have to start grasping the art of listening. See, we tend to listen to what we want to listen to. We hear what we want to hear. Men and women. Both of us. No one's exempt. We like to only hear what we want to hear. And God forbid if it's not good. We tend to run away from that. It's like 9 ops on your block with an automatic rifle. You're going to run from the damn truth. You're going to run the other way from it. That's how we do with the truth. See, we only want to listen to the praise, but we run from the truth that help us set us free to get better, because that's what the truth will do to you. It'll get you better. It's not to down you. It's for you to get better. And we run away from that. We only hear what we want to hear. See, these Yah-Mean segments is always going to set both of us straight. I don't discriminate. Did y'all hear that? I'm hungry as shit. My stomach was growling like a motherfucker. But it's supposed to set both parties straight. There's no discrimination, because we all can get better. And we all have deficiencies that's killing us, or why, men and women can't really kind of gel together today. And I do these Yah-Mean segments to get us all better, including the man who's delivering the word, myself. Not a perfect man. I fuck up every day. I'm about to fuck up after I get off of here. And I'm about to fuck up again tomorrow. But I'm confident and content with the man who I am, because I understand my deficiencies, my flaws, but I also understand where I'm great at. And I can walk it and talk it and back it up. I'm confident enough to do that. I'll take my losses. Salute to it. But I'll be back. I'm going to gain and win tomorrow. And I may lose the next day, but I'm going to gain and win tomorrow. But I'm confident enough to stand on that, because I've seen the things that I was able to do, even though I'm not totally satisfied. But I've seen the things that are my capabilities. See, we run around here and we believe in God. Well, you have to understand that God has a plan for you. You have a purpose. Every day you get up, you have the ability to change something that you couldn't do the day before. Whatever it is. And that brings your confidence right there, to know that you're there. A lot of you are relying on one individual to tell you you're doing something great. Well, you fucked up. And you'll be fucked up for life. Because if that person never tells you you're great, you're going to think less of yourself for the rest of your life. Now, what type of dumb shit is that? 9 times out of 10, you didn't know these people your whole life. So what have you been doing before then? What you been doing before then? To have this one person that got to tell you you're great for you to feel like you're somebody. But that's the problem. We like to put our happiness into other people's hands, except for God. Ain't never gonna work. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all might not never get it. I might say, yo, fuck you talking about? Hey. You'll continue to live like that in sadness. For real, for real. You'll continue to try to put on the image of happiness. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. Never in my life would I put my happiness into one person's hands but God. The person that I have the happiness in is the person I can't see. That's the man above. Because he done took care of me all this time. He done brought me this far. With or without people. But the listening thing. These Yah-Mean segments I've been putting together. People would say, oh, Rizz, you came too hard on the women. Can you go back to 4 minutes and 20 seconds of the segment where I talked about the men? and our deficiencies and how we need to be better leaders, and how do we need to be better men and treat these women better and be more of leaders. Go back to 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And from 4 minutes and 20 seconds to 4 minutes and 25 seconds, I spent on talking about us men and where we need to be better at. You listen to what you want to listen to. Because now I'm coming at the women and I'm coming at y'all deficiencies and how y'all can get better. Now there's all of a sudden, oh, you came too hard on the women. Y'all listen to what y'all want to listen to. Most of these Yah-Mean segments is 8 minutes at the least. You think I spent 8 minutes just talking about y'all? Both parties, there's no discrimination. I get at whoever, wherever. I get at myself. We listen to what we want to listen to. You need to hear about your deficiencies so you correct them. Listen, comprehend, make strides, and capitalize. That's how we supposed to be living out here. Go back to the 4 minutes and 20 seconds. See, that's how you got to get at them. You got to let them know. Oh, no, I work on this. I'm a master. I'm a master of this. Respectfully. Meaning, I know what I'm saying. I know what I try to get across to the people. I know what I'm delivering. And I would never, ever put a segment up unless if I'm just letting y'all know the title is just, this is women only. Because everything is set and open for everybody. Every topic that I put on the Yah-Mean of the day is open for everybody. Open for everybody. Men and women can get better. This man that's in the seat can get better. You know what I'm saying? But the listening part, we have to do better at that. Overall, a man and woman can hook up. This woman has told this man, look, I'm not looking for no relationship. If we do grown activities, slanging and banging, we get in the backseat of this Lex, wherever the case may be. We get in the backseat of the Dodge in front of me, the Toyota that's over there, wherever it is, the BMW that's down the block. We get in the back of that and tear it up and slanging and banging and perform Pornhub.com in there. That's what we do as grown folks. But I'm not looking for a relationship. She ironed that out in the beginning. Once the feelings start to get involved, then the man wants to change his narrative. No. She told you in the beginning, this is what it is. She's not looking for nothing. And some women, you know, they've been around the block many times. As far as relationships didn't work out, some of them are tired. And then listen, they want to play in the field. They become like the niggas. Like they just want to have fun. You know what I mean? But the man didn't remember that of what she said early in the game. Same thing with a woman. A man's telling you up front, no, sweetheart, I don't want a relationship. I'm cool. Like, let's have fun. Let's do grown activities. If not, it's cool, but I'm not trying to take it there. She signed up for it. Those extracurricular activities happen. The benefits. Now she like, what's up? What are we? What are we an item? No, we need to go back to that conversation that we had a couple months ago about that I didn't want to be involved. People hear what they want to hear. But they be just thinking that things are supposed to change because y'all kicking it more. Nah, the man is telling you. The woman is telling you. People tells you exactly how they feel. You're just hoping that they change. That's on you. So you have to listen and comprehend it. If it changes down the line and you with it, bravo. Bravo. But if he sticks to his guns or she sticks to her guns, you heard her or you heard him in the beginning. Where's the feelings at? He's told you. First thing y'all say, oh, well, I was just hoping. That's where the hope, no, get off hope dick. Get off hope dick. Because hope didn't matter in the beginning. The man said, I don't want a relationship. Hope didn't matter. He didn't come into play. She didn't come into play. Get off Hope dick. Hope doesn't live there. He said, I don't want a relationship. She said, I don't want a relationship. We listen to what we want to listen to. You got to take people, you know what I mean, word for it. You got to take people word for it. If that's what they said, yo, that's what they said. Somebody tell you, yo, I don't want no kids. I don't want no more kids. You got to take that up with them. If it comes down the line and it changes, then it is what it is. But y'all getting in here trying to change people's minds and all that, that's how y'all get disappointed. You're not listening. You're not listening. You know what I mean? We have to all do a better job with listening, comprehending. People tell you what they want, and you sit back and you pay attention to the actions. If they're moving correctly, just like they said, yo, they mean what they say. But even if you're not seeing the actions, and you say, well, you'll say something like, oh, well, you know, I see that you do care about me. The man didn't say he didn't care about you. The woman didn't say she didn't care about you. She just said she doesn't want to be an item. He doesn't want to be an item. So what? Okay, he care about you. You're a human being. You probably cool as shit. You probably provide some type of happiness for their lives. But that doesn't mean that they want to be an item. They may not be ready. So that person has told you before, but you're getting involved, you know what I mean? Like this. If I just say like, yo, this joint is a sex relationship. You cool. Let's have some drinks or whatever like that. Yo, that's telling you like we're not going past that route. Like we're not going past that route. It's a difference. People only hear what they want to hear. People don't like to be told the truth. People run from that. The truth is 9 ops on your block with semi-automatic rifles. You're running the other way. You don't want to face the truth. But the truth will set you free. It's truth in that. Because it gets you better. It's not to down you. It's for you to get better. My grandmom used to tell me all the time, you know what your problem is? Your problem is your temper. And your temper is going to get you in plenty of trouble. And it did. 10 suspensions in high school. 10. The only thing that saved my ass is I was a good-ass fucking football player. I was the shit on the gridiron. That was the only thing that saved me from not getting kicked out. 10 suspensions. My temper was wicked. It was vicious. Anybody could co-sign that who grew up with me. They already know. Lil Rel with the big-ass head from the Deuce 4 block, that nigga is nothing to play with. He's this fucking tall, but he's a fucking menace to society. You know what I mean? When he gets started. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? Who grew up with me in SP. Ringo, Taylor, Moore Street, Mifflin, whatever the case may be. They already know. I ain't play no games. And, you know, I had a hot temper. A lot of shit was stupid that I popped off of. You know what I mean? But that's when I was a young boy and I was trying to run wild and do all that other stuff. And I had to suffer some consequences for it. But it was about listening. Once I listened to her and I started to realize, I'm like, you're right. Every time my temper has popped off, I have gotten in trouble for it. Now, I am a man that like to stand on what I do. I ain't never give a fuck about the trouble. I'll be totally honest with you. But it didn't lead me nowhere. It didn't lead me nowhere. And when you start to balance life in that regard, you start to understand what your purpose really is out here. And we have to listen. We have to listen. Men and women, we have to listen. A lot of men shut down. A lot of men will tell you today that they shut down, you know, talking to women. Because the women, they don't listen. They overtalk men. Especially when you're touching a nerve as something that they don't want to face. A lot of men will tell you. I sat around, spoke at a lot of discussions, round tables with a lot of good men, good husbands out here. They made mistakes, but they say, I feel like I can't even get through my wife sometimes. Because she's just so like, you know, she's so like trying to overtalk every time we get in a discussion. It turns into an argument. Men shut down after a while if they don't feel like they can get through. You start to feel like, what's the purpose? was really the purpose. And that's the difficulty. You have to listen. He heard you. Now it's his turn. She heard you. Now it's her turn. That's the only way things are going to be balanced out between men and women and us as people overall. It don't just have to be a couple. It could be through, a father and son, a daughter and mother. You have to listen. Everything is not all about what you say. Everybody gets a turn. Everybody gets a turn. You could be in a drive-thru right now. It's a person that's in front of you. They got to get their food first. Then you. Then somebody in the back. Everybody has a turn. When you get your food, they give you your food or whatever. Now you're giving the spot to the next person. So it's like after you speak your piece, then you're giving the other person the light. Now they got the floor. Let them rock. We have to grasp the art of listening to one another. Listening. That's all it takes, to sit down and listen. Before we start jumping down people's throats and but yeah, you did this. Remember, you cheated 18 years ago and this. Shut the fuck up. Listen to the man. Listen to the woman. We don't listen enough. You want to know what's happening between men and women? We don't listen enough. Everything is a competition. Everything is competitive. A man bench 315. The woman got to go in there and do 360. The man got a 9-inch penis. The woman trying to get a 10-inch fucking dildo plastic strap. We on some bullshit out here with this listening shit and this competition between men and women as we became the real ops today. Fuck the 9 shooters with the automatic rifles. Men and women are the ops today. Men and women are the ops today. The only thing I'm gonna ever speak on a woman is the truth. But I big women up crazy all the time. It's nothing without you. It's man, having a woman is every fucking thing. It's every fucking thing. There's nothing better than being around a woman. Smile, the softness, you know what I'm saying? Look, the titties, the ass, the lips, the hair, the smell, the whole thing. Just being around them, like, it's just, you know what I mean? How they talk and, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. All that shit is crazy. But that would never stop me from, if you got deficiencies, you got deficiencies. That needs to be spoken on. I'm speaking on it. And there's a lot of women that value men as that. Like, it's no better than a king, a black king. But our deficiencies is our deficiencies. A queen is going to speak on your deficiencies for you to get better, not to down you. That's what a real queen does. And a real king uplifts his queen even though she has deficiencies. Let her know, babe, you got to work on this. But you know what I mean? You the shit. But that's where the listening part comes in, where I'm telling y'all our lack of listening. You could tell somebody 10 great things. The 11th thing could be something that their deficiency or whatever the case may be to get better, and they will only hear that 11th thing that you said. The 11th thing that you said. What you mean, my attitude? No, you can get better in your attitude. You're a great mother. You're a great woman. You take care of the family. You hold us down. You show love. You show affection. I just said you have to work on your attitude sometimes. They hear that one thing and they go crazy. Forget all the 10 things that you said great about them. They only hear that 11th thing. And they want to blow it all up like the Godfather. Nah. You got to start listening to the whole thing and dissecting your deficiencies so you can get better. That's why somebody's communicating it with you. It's not all the time that people are communicating that information to you, trying to down you. They're communicating with you so you can recognize it and so you can make corrections. You're lacking efforts with things. You're lacking efforts with your business. You're lacking efforts with going to work out, with exercising. You're lacking efforts with your partner or somebody you're trying to get with. You're lacking efforts of your children and going to the school and stay on top of them with their grades wise. Yo, that needs to be spoken on. If you don't have any efforts, what good? Seriously, what good is somebody that don't have any efforts in life? What good are you? If you don't try, you're not going to fly. If you don't try, you're not going to fly. You don't know what's in store for you or what you could do in life if you don't try. If you're not making any efforts, you're not doing anything, your situation is not going to get better. Something that you want to do, if you claim that you want to do it, it's never going to get better for you until you make efforts. If you don't try, you will not fly. Let's start grasping the art of listening. Men and women, nobody's exempt, include myself. I have to do a better job with listening in certain areas.